fear is a tool. But when that light hits the sky, it's not just a call. It's a warning.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Nez back with another review. I just got home from seeing The Batman, directed by Matt Reeves, and this stars, what's his name? Edward from Twilight films. That's what everyone knows him for, but he's done a million other films that are awesome. But Robert Pattinson as Batman, Bruce Wayne. We got Zoe Kravitz as the Catwoman and Selena Kyle. We got Andy Serkis as, what the heck's his name? See, I already forget. It's late, everyone. His butler, Alfred. Yeah. Also stars Colin Farrell as Penguin, Paul Dano as the Riddler, John Turturro as Carmine Falcone, and Jeffrey Wright as Jim Gordon. This all takes place in year 2 of Batman. We already know who he is, of course, but the city doesn't seem to know really if they can trust him or anything. Again, this is year 2 of him being the Batman, so he's still trying to work out the kinks and everything. But with that being said, Matt Reeves, awesome director. I loved Cloverfield. I loved not both of the Planet of the Apes films he did. I think it was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. I thought that one was pretty good. War, and I didn't like that one at all. But also he did an awesome remake of Let Me In. That was good. But Cloverfield is probably my favorite film Matt Reeves has directed. But with this film, this one, Gotham City, of course. But this was a more darker version of Batman. I mean, Chris Nolan's films trilogy was awesome. The Dark Knight being my favorite. What's his name? The Mr. Mom, Michael Keaton. Those Batman movies, they were what they were. Val Kilmer, Batman Forever, cool. George Clooney's, it wasn't his fault. But Ben Affleck being an awesome Batman in Zack Snyder's films. But with this film, this was a more, it's not your traditional comic book movie, but it was a really, really dark version of Batman. Even like the scenes were really dark. So if your local theater is a crappy camera, I advise you to go see it at a better theater, because there were scenes that was really, really dark. If I would have saw it here in the town that I live in, one of the theaters that we got, it sucks for dark movies, lighting wise. But anyway, this film, like I said, it wasn't really a traditional Batman film with the awesome characters and the fighting, the crime, and the cool gadgets and him flying through the air and all that. No, this isn't it. This one was more of a crime detective story, which I really loved. I thought it was awesome. I had vibes of Seven, Zodiac, and kind of almost Saw-ish, like Jigsaw type of thing. That being the Riddler. I thought Paul Dano did an amazing job as the Riddler. How he looked, I wasn't really into it the first time they showed him, or when I first saw him, like pictures and the little bit in the trailer. I was like, okay. Jim Carrey, awesome Riddler. I thought he was awesome in Batman Forever. But with this film, it was just totally different, which I went there. Batman, of course, he's in it, but there isn't a lot of Batman action. The movie was 3 hours long. Did it need to be 3 hours? No, it could have been a little shorter. I mean, there was a couple scenes to me that I thought drug a little, but it didn't take anything away from what was going on in the story. But this one, like I said, it was more a detective story. So Batman, along with Jim Gordon, are just trying to figure out who the Riddler is, why he's doing what he's doing, and everything. So it's one of those crime detective films. But Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, Selena Kyle, I thought she was awesome in it. Again, Paul Dano, amazing as Riddler. Colin Farrell as the Penguin, he was awesome. I cannot wait for the HBO Max original series. I assume it's the Penguin or Oswald Cobblepot or whatever they're going to call it. But I thought he did an amazing job. The pictures we saw of him, at first when we see the trailer and pictures, and they were saying that was Colin Farrell, I was like, that's him? But you can't even tell it's him. In the film, he doesn't sound like he sounds. Of course, he's not going to use his accent, but it was just totally different on what he did for the Penguin character. But I thought it was amazing. Again, I cannot wait for that series to come out. I'm not going to spoil the film or anything, but I thought it was an amazing film. The Dark Knight, still Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight, that's still my favorite Batman film out of everything. Gotta talk about the Tweepadoc in the room for you Big Bang Theory fans. Robert Pattinson as Batman, aka Bruce Wayne. A lot of people, like I said, I mentioned him Twilight earlier. A lot of people know him as that. And when he was announced that he was going to be Batman, Bruce Wayne, everybody was like, really? He's going to be all sparkly Batman? I've said this on the show. I like Robert Pattinson as an actor. I think he's got an amazing acting range. He's done a lot of good films. The Lighthouse being an awesome film that he was in. There was another film I just saw. I can't remember the name of it. It was kind of crazy. That one that's on Netflix, the something about the devil or whatever. He's in it, and Tom Holland, Spider-Man. But this kid can act. He's not just, he'll only be known for Edward and the Twilight series, but he is an actor. Like I said, his range is all over the place. I thought he did a really good job as Bruce Wayne. I thought he did a really good job as Batman. But with that being said, this isn't the billion-dollar playboy Bruce Wayne that we know. This isn't him. This is a more of, kind of got like a depressed Bruce Wayne and a more angrier and depressed Batman. That's why I'm saying it wasn't really the comic book movie that it is. Yes, Batman is a comic book character, but it was just, this isn't what it was. Like I said, it was dark. It was a really, really dark film. It was a really, really dark story. So, but I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I mean, it to me, it flew by like that. Those 3 hours went by. I was sipping my soda because I didn't want to have to run to the bathroom and miss anything. But the score, Michael Giacchino, I think that's how you say his name. Amazing score. I really loved it. Definitely check out the soundtrack. The use of Nirvana's Something in the Way, I thought that was really cool. My only problem with them using that song is how they used it. They used it in the beginning and somewhere towards the end. When the song is playing and Kurt's singing his lyrics, it didn't. Usually when they play a song that has lyrics, it kind of, the volume would go low because you hear when someone's talking, but it didn't. It doesn't ruin the movie or anything, but that was kind of like, why'd they do that? But anyway, just a nitpick. I have some other nitpicks, but then I don't want to get into spoilers. I mean, but overall, I thought it was an amazing film. We're going to do spoilers on the show when the Zissou and I start talking about it. He's going to go see it when it comes out later this week. But this film, well, let me give you a quick little synopsis. I should have did it at the beginning. I'm reading off of IMDb. When the Riddler, a sadistic serial killer, begins murdering key political figures in Gotham, Batman is forced to investigate the city's hidden corruption and question his family's involvement. That's pretty much what's going on. But it's, when you guys know the Riddler, he leaves his clues, and we know he's the murderous Riddler because we see it in the trailer. But it was a different version of the Riddler. Other than the Riddler that we see on TV and in the cartoons and everything, and Jim Carrey's awesome performance in Batman Forever, the jokey Riddler. But this one was a more sadistic, darker serial killer Riddler. like I mentioned, I had the 7 vibes of John Doe, the Zodiac Killer, and Jigsaw. It had that. I got that vibes from him. But Paul Dano, I thought he's an amazing actor too. He's not just his range is all over the place as well. I've seen him in other films. I've seen him in comedies and in dramas and all that. But I think choosing him to be the Riddler was an amazing choice. So I hope to see more of him in if we get more films. I mean, there's rumors that this is a one and done thing. I hope not. I want more of Robert Pattinson as Batman. I want more of Selena Kyle as a Catwoman and everything. But again, I don't want to dive into spoilers, so I'm probably just gonna end it at that. But again, this isn't a movie for little kids. It's PG-13, borderline rated R for the violence and everything in it. But I think little kids, if you want to take them to see a Batman movie and think he's gonna be flying around and gadgets galore and all that, this isn't that Batman. I think little kids will be bored with this film. They might have been bored with Chris Nolan's film because those were also a serious Batman, but I don't think they will get the enjoyment of what's going on in the story because there's a lot of talking in this film. There isn't that much action. Sorry, I keep rubbing my nose, my allergies. There isn't really a lot of action. They show you what they show you in the trailer. But it's more, like I said, it's a detective story. It's a detective case. They're trying to figure out what's going on here and who's doing it and why. So I thought that was cool. Oh, again, this is year 2, so we don't see any of him becoming Batman. He's already Batman. So, and he's still trying to work the kinks out of what he's going to do to be the crime fighter that we all know and love. So that's what I liked about that. The appearance of Batman when he's in the bat suit, I'm still kind of on the border with that. Out of everyone that played Batman in the films, I thought Ben Affleck to me was the best. I loved how he looked because he had that Frank Miller Dark Knight story and Batman look, and I just thought he looked awesome. But this one, I mentioned on the show his cowl I wasn't really a fan of, but I still really not. But as far as his outfit and the cape and everything and his boots, I thought that was really cool. I did like the symbol that was the bat symbol that's on his chest. I know those people they were talking about it. It was the gun that killed his parents. They don't really go into any of that, but we don't need to see how he becomes Batman. We already know that. I don't know how many movies we're in right now. We already know that. So this is just Batman already in action, still out there fighting crime and everything. There is some cool narration in the film. I won't get into that until we talk about it on the show when we do spoilers. But I think this film overall, I loved it. I thought it was an amazing story. I thought Matt Reeves did an awesome job. Robert Pattinson, he did an amazing job as the Batman, as Bruce Wayne. His dialogue, sometimes he didn't really have a lot of dialogue. It was just a lot of facial looks on what was going on, and awesome wide scenery shots, especially especially when it came into the action and the fighting. I thought that was really good. Oh, one more thing. We all saw the Batmobile, pictures of it, the little bit they showed in the trailer. Awesome. If you listen to the show and you know me, I love muscle cars. I thought this Batmobile was amazing. And the little bit they show in the trailer, that's just a little bit because there's more, and it was fucking awesome. But again, I don't want to dive into spoilers or anything, but that's my review of the Batman. Go out and see it when it comes out. I'm definitely going to go see this again. I saw it in glorious IMAX. I wasn't really paying attention if they use the full screen or not, because there's sometimes when you see movies, it goes from back and forth. But I was so into the film, I don't remember if it filled up the whole screen or not. But either way, the crowd was awesome. It was not really sold out, but the whole theater was pretty much full. So, and it claps in the beginning, claps at the end. There is something at the very end of the credits. Stick around if you want. If you don't see it, it's not like you miss anything. But if you're one of the fans like I am that stick around to the end of every comic book movie, but DC is kind of not really those ones to throw anything at the end. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But or Warner Brothers, DC, whatever you want to call them. But anyway, the Batman will be in a theater near you this weekend. I'm glad I got to go to this Tuesday night early premiere screening of it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for my review. Definitely check out the E Society podcast when we drop our next episode, when the Zizu and I are really gonna kind of go into it, spoilers and all, and whatever else we talk about on here. So, but thanks for watching. Come back for more. Check us out on Instagram at East Society Podcast. Check us out on Twitter, East Society Pod, as well as TikTok, East Society Pod, and like us and all that on Facebook and everywhere else, social media thing. But anyway, that's going to be it right now. I'm Nez. Thank you for watching my review. Oh, well, I already said it was good. I'm giving it a hella good. I loved it. Again, awesome film, but all right, I'll see you guys next time with another review or whatever, Skate Society or Fight Society, whatever it comes next. But definitely listen to the show. Love you guys. Be safe out there and party on.